It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants, and it's all up next.
The unmistakable New York skyline to the east, and we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. We are bundled up. This should be a fun one. So glad you're with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, we love watching and calling snow games, but you played in weather like this. What's it like?
Oh, man, there is nothing better. Kind of brings you back to your roots of having a snow day, a day off of school, and just get all your buddies in the neighborhood and just go play outside. But in all seriousness, it actually really benefits the offense. I mean, people always are questioning the passing game and whatnot. The offense knows where they're going. It's on the defense to react, and that's where the footing and that's where the snow really has its biggest effect. I think today, for both teams, advantage offense.
The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And through the snowflakes, off we go here on EA Sports. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Commanders come out with the man they hope leads them into their new era. Jayden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick in this past draft from LSU. Greg, this the man who won the Heisman Trophy with the Tigers in Baton Rouge a year ago.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
Here's 1st and 10. Off the RPO, this one to McLaurin.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. The throw on the run is complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Jayden Daniels, you look at his time at LSU, Mike, and he certainly had great wide receivers to throw to. But now being a rookie quarterback and having the veteran presence of a guy like Terry McLaurin, that is such a comfort for any young quarterback getting his feet under him in this league.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To the air again is Daniels. Got his man at the 6. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young.
And he will score. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Zane Gonzalez on for the point after. These kicks not a given in the snow, but this one is good. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Had that sensational brief run with the Giants in 2023, Tommy DeVito.
This guy seemingly came out of nowhere and instantly last year became a fan favorite all across the league, but I don't want to let the memes and whatnot fool you. He's a solid quarterback. When he came in, he played winning football, and hopefully that's the case here today.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll run here with the rookie. He's got room at the 30. Up the sideline, past midfield. You talk about flipping the field out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line. A big play for the Giants. An even 40 yards. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. Second and 7. Throwing is DeVito. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And I'll tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed.
On 4th down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the Giants are on the board. It's 7-3.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to possess the football for the second time. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. And in motion is Brown. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. He'll manage only a couple. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. Second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Finding the veteran tight end, Zach Ertz. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And he'll take this forward for about 5.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll run with Robinson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 15. Good for a Commander's 1st down. So after 1, 7-3 is our score. More from MetLife Stadium after this. On 1st down, Daniels. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Off the bootleg, here's Daniels. He's going to keep it, and he will get into the end zone. Jayden Daniels, touchdown Commanders. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now Gonzalez to add the PAT. Through the snowflakes, this one good. And the Commanders extend their advantage to 14-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Giants offense ready for their second possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
He had plenty of juice coming across to get the ball, Mike, but he hit a whole new gear after he secured it and began getting vertical. By comparison, it looked like a lot of the defenders who had a shot at him were a little flat-footed and ended up getting burned for a big gain.
To throw, DeVito. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Back is DeVito. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. DeVito. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
To throw, here's DeVito. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on third down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
A return now from the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Taking off. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards. And most importantly, a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On first down, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. They face second down and 7. Throwing now, Daniel. He keeps it himself. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the first down.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Downfield, there's the veteran Ertz. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. To throw is Daniels. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Gonzalez now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Commanders extend it to a 21-6 advantage. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Giants offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Now DeVito. This one is hauled in by Daniel Bellinger. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Here's DeVito. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack. So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. They'll run with Tracy. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Olamide Zaccheaus deep to return. Ball security a must in these conditions. Fair catch called for and taken without issue. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they'll mark them down up beyond the 30.
Taken down by Dane Belton. A gain of 15.
So here at halftime, it's the visitors, the Commanders, who are out on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thank you. The snow continuing to fall as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow. Well, this snow not abating at all. If anything, might be coming down a little bit harder as we are underway here in the third. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Gain of 13 for number 13. And a first down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Slayton is the man in motion. A run here with Tracy on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the zone read, a give to Tracy. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man, Wan'Dale Robinson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to... And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now it's Tracy looking to run, and he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Throwing is DeVito. And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
A 34-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Giants are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Graham Gano now, following the field goal, back to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Commanders' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Now he'll run. He will get this to the 35, a little short of the first down.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
3rd and a yard. 3rd and a yard. It's Daniels. That to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Cordell Flock.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The Giants offense back onto the field for their next possession. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. A carry here for Tracy. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
The Giants sending out their punter. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. That one complete to Brian Robinson. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll throw with Daniels. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. That's a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
On second down, it's Daniels. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
No issues there. This one is good. And the Commanders will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Tracy now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
On the return, the Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So these teams trade field goals in the third as we come to the end of the quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 6. Back is DeVito. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot, and I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
DeVito. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Slayton is the man in motion. Now, faking the give. Pass pulled in by Tracy. Not able to stay in. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be a loss of a couple of yards on that one.
Just nowhere to go once he catches this ball. You see, he's doing everything in his power to make guys miss and break tackles. I think he ended up doing a little bit too much because he ends up going backwards.
To throw, here's DeVito. And that is incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
The Commanders' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. What to do on this drive? 1st and 10.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Robinson. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up 1st downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Washington.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll stick with him again. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down. They'll drop to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. They'll run with Robinson to the 5-yard line. The Giants going to call their third and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. One more time, it's Robinson. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up third down.
They'll try to run with Robinson. And he'll get this inside the 5, but no further. Great job by the defense. It sets up fourth down. Now Dan Quinn will send out the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Now DeVito trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. They were able to handle the elements. They're going to wind up victorious here in the snow. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone,